Good night or good morning, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall says 1:30 on Saturday night, Sunday morning, AM. Long night, long day, long evening. Better get it done tonight rather than do it early in the morning. This is the first time ever doing a video with a gallon and a half of porter in. Long day. Went to Boyle earlier today, had the dinner in Jerry Emmett's pub on the Crescent there. Mighty character. It's the only time ever you'd be flung the dinner and insulted. But it's great food and it's cheap. Great fella. He played for Roscommon for a number of years. A long time friend of mine. Always a pleasure to go in there and stayed around then and watch the Guineas in the Blue Bookies. Umpiring then at a Aurora Cup match, Boyle and Fuerte. Tea at half time with legends of the GAA scene and met old friends. Met a couple that was sick recently and met David Casey tonight actually. He captained Roscommon in 2010. He had a terrible accident there a couple of months ago. He was in an induced coma for a while, making a slow recovery, but he's come around. Long time friend of mine. Great to meet him. And then we had to stop off on the way home, reminiscent of a reminder of days gone by when you could stop for a few pints. We had more than enough, but we watched the Derby, the Kentucky Derby in Oliver Burns' pub in Elphin. Myself and a very good friend of mine. Not a racing man, but enjoys it. And met a lot of people there. I met Mick Rock. Hadn't met him for a while. He ran for the presidency of the GA there 3 years ago. Always a laugh a minute when you're in his company. Tremendous. So if we got first run, well, we didn't, I suppose. I must watch it back again, but I was watching him on the turn for home. I said, we have a chance because the first quarter was at 45 and change. It suited a closer. We just didn't get going in time. But we made a profit on the meeting because we had the what do you call the one that up to the mark. Back that at 11-2 last night. I think it went off 7-2 favourite. It got the extra furlong was made all the difference for that. Spinderella was second. I give a shout out to Go Bears Go. I think that finished third because I backed that in an each way Cume. So I made money in Churchill Downs, but a good enough day punching elsewhere as well. Northern Express. That went up to tens last night after opening at sevens. Returned 11-2. Merc of Gold 5-2 into odds on. Dom of Mary finished one place out of collecting. We'll get a race or two out of that again, I've no doubt. It's only just inexperience probably told against it. Probably the disappointment of the day would be Twilight Calls. Ryan Moore. Yeah, you could have followed Mannequin, but Mannequin, Buzz Horse from last year, won a few races. We'll get that again. Mention of a Buzz Horse, glad to see reading the comments later last night. AC Irish, one of the legends of the bus. He stayed loyal to Earls and so did our friendly barman, Steo. Are we? Bleeding Jesus. He backed Steve, or he backed Earls as well. Good to see that. There was a couple more I could have said loyal to the last couple of days. But you can't keep loyal to so many. We had winners lately. But anyway, we're turning over a profit, and that is the main thing. Bet small, win big. Bet big, lose big. Anyway, I have a couple for tomorrow. We've two buses, two bus horses actually. The 150 at Newmarket, 1 mile 6. It's a wide open race. It's 13 to 2, 6 to 1 the field. We have a bus horse in here called Berkshire Rocco. Andrew Balding, the trainer of the Guineas today. We were on it the last time. It was my nap of the day, Good Friday in Newcastle. And it got sort of caught up in there was a pace burn up and it got sort of caught in no man's land. But previous to that, we were on at the day at 1 in Southall. And then to second to Earl of Tyrone, who was a fairly decent yardstick. But if you go back in his previous form, they were all on the go. If you go back to its runs on the turf, in a listed race there at Bet Abaflora in 2020, I know that's a while back, but it was cut in the ground. And to second to Quickthorn, who is a decent enough animal. And that's when it was rated like 116, 114. Rated 100 now. First time on the go. It was 16s earlier. It's into 10s. They're paying 5 and 6 places. We'll have a pint each way on that. And we'll stay in Newmarket so for the Guineas. The winter favourite for this has been the Dermot Welch trained and Aga Khan owned Tahiyra. She's a good one. Welch hasn't been putting up 3 stumps, to tell you, with winners, but it bet Meditate. We were on Meditate when it won in the Breeders' Cup in November in the States. This was in the My Glare.
And followed by Gonchoran, who's come under pressure. Poised on the outside is Tahiyra with the noseband, and then Thornbrook as Meditate quickens with a furlong to go. Chased by market rival Tahiyra as they race inside the final furlong. It's Meditate with coming on the outside Tahiyra, and it's Tahiyra running down Meditate. This is stunning as Tahiyra makes it a perfect 2 out of 2. Pulls away from Meditate.
There's always a danger, or it's a quandary. You don't know how they're going to train on from 2 to 3. Meditate proved that it's a decent filly when it won in California. But we have to back that. It opened up bigger price. It'll probably settle into maybe a 2 to 1 94 shot tomorrow. So that would be the bet. We have a bus horse running in no, it's not that. 2:15. There we go. American Sonja. It won for us the last day. It was my nap of the day of that day. 11 to 8 favourite. We got a bigger price. All Lies Ahead. That ran today, didn't it? Or was it yesterday? Oh yeah, the second Earls. Second to Our Buddy. This was Earls, second from the left, or not Earls, it's American Sonja.
From All Eyes Ahead and La Dame Blanche and Mary Salome next with bells on her toes, but scooting on in front is American Sonja. From All Eyes Ahead, La Dame Blanche, Mary Salome next with bells on her toes, and up towards the finish, it's American Sonja striking a double and reappearing. Second All Eyes Ahead, La Dame.
Entered in the 1,000 guineas. That's why I picked it that day. I was saying to show its form at rate 87. I think it's gone up to 100 now. Yeah, 100. Like, it's no shoe-in. The figures will tell you that Thornbrook and Zarinsk, they're rated 104. It's your lines isn't going that hectic, so we'll stay loyal to American Sonja. Yeah, 11 to 4. That's decent enough. I think it opened up 4 to 1 yesterday evening. So we've got Berkshire, Rocco, we've got the two, and then we have one of the handicap. We've an old friend here. He done a couple of turns for us last year, but he might need the run. Long time. Mr. Rango, do you remember him? Pulled a couple of almighty gambles last year. I tipped him up at 50 to 1 one day. He won at 16s. And he won. He mightn't be ready for tomorrow, that's the only thing. I'll reminisce here for a minute. That's what Porter does. Yeah, it was a Navan, the 3rd of September. 6 to 1. Got him a big price. Then he won at 14s. He ran decent enough to last, but he probably need the run tomorrow. But I thought in the same race, a horse that ran well enough the last time was Wild Dollar. Nine to 2. Who's that one? He hadn't run on the flat since last August in Killarney, and he was down the field, 14 of 14, didn't look hectic. But the last day I thought he was an eye catcher. I showed this video when with another JP horse that we were looking at and backing, Brazil. But this lad is on the wide outside and he's 25 to 1. I think he's second last as we pick it up here.
Dan Blanche third.
Oh, that was American
Well, that was
Sonja.
pretty impressive from American Sonja. She's powered clear up the straight here at Coran Park.
Hold on. There's a breakdown in communications. No. Here we go. It's second last.
Creeping into contention behind them on the outer is New Hill, Butterfly Garden and then Critical, less than 2 to race. Timurid comes to tackle La Dame Blanche on the inside. Crystal Clear, Dalby starting Monday. New Hill out on the wide outside. Wild Dollar is staying on, but Timurid, the new leaders, they pass the furlong pole. Crystal Clear in the centre, down the outside. New Hill, Wild Dollar wider still. Well inside the final furlong. Crystal Clear getting on top. Timurid over on the far side. New Hill, Wild Dollar down the wide outside. Crystal Clear, a winner here on Sunday, follows up. Wins from Timurid, second. Wild Dollar, third. New Hill and La Dame.
Finished third. 25 to 1 that day. Handbrake in the on position for a lot of the time. So you'll be hoping, let's see what price it is. $11 to 2, 9 to 2, yeah. It's an each way bet. They're paying paying 5 and 6 places. Declan McDonough for the Heritage. They'll be sort of trying, you'd imagine. But anyway. Seeing that the Kentucky Derby was on tonight, we have a lot of followers in the United States. Long-time friends of mine always watching in. John Davitt in Chicago. He's a Jackeen, a dub. Tony Murray in Boston, or the kind of thing of Boston. And well, I had such a good night tonight, and I'm such good form. I'm going to sing a song for the Yanks. Oh, you come on the sloop, John B., my granddaddy and me, around Nassau town we would run. Oh, we were drinking all night, so's I. We got into a fight. Oh, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. I was saying that an hour ago. So hoist up your John B. sails. See how the mainsail sets. Call on the captain ashore. Let me go home. Let me go home. I wanna go home. Oh, leave me alone. I wanna go home. I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. The first mate, he got drunk. He broke into the captain's bunk. The constable had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Oh, hoist up your John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. Call on the captain ashore. Let me go home. Let me go home. I wanna go home. Oh, leave me alone. I feel so broke up. I wanna go to bed. Bash the bookies, over and out.